wind is up, but I am truly blessed, man. Oh my God.
Morning. Well, I can feel the real drop off from yesterday. Yesterday was the most challenging day of this whole trek so far. I was running on a bunch of adrenaline and a bunch of, it was a big challenge. And now I can feel the effects physically. And I can feel, a little down, I mean, that's just how it is, right? You're up and then you're down. But, got to get up and do things one at a time. I got a good, a good, kind of a complicated technical day. Oh, not that bad. But I got a lot of crossings to do and stuff to get out of here. So get back to civilization, a civilized South Boundary Trail.
This is such an awesome valley. Outlet's flow coming off this thing now, of course. One advantage I should have today is that water level should be lower, because I'm going to be doing all those crossings earlier. I left this thing full again last night. I plugged and unplugged this thing a few times, trying to figure out if that was the problem, and it's lost about half a liter of water. Shame on you, Hydro Pack. Ugh.
To a valley that very rarely ever gets visited. Cheers.
Can you imagine having free time out here to explore if you're a warden? They're working. I'm sure they had lots to do, but they're wildlife monitoring and stuff. But this creek is, Isaac Creek is pretty easy to cross. Go and climb this guy. Get an amazing view of all that. I'm sure those guys are in good enough shape probably to go and scramble some of this stuff, right? How about head down here and get a great shot of that, have a real good look at that glacier and that waterfall coming off it. When I was down by the creek, there was some really, see right there. That would be, these woods are kind of relatively open. They're not too bad. Or how about these guys, right? You could probably get up to pretty high on there. You would see things that no one sees. I mean, I'm seeing things that people rarely see, but you could go and explore in this valley. You would really, yeah. I mean, they say there's not a single mountain in the Rockies hasn't been conquered. So somebody has climbed all these. Can't imagine how many and when, and it seems like it'd be almost, you've come out this far, you feel like there's no one that's been out here. But yeah, this is called Chocolate Mountain, and I believe that is Mount Olympus. Oh, this is just so cool. It's just so awesome out here.
Well, been running around this morning in my Crocs and some socks just to have dry feet for a while, but now I gotta man up and put on wet socks. You know, two. I have sock liners and the boots, and they weigh a metric ton, and it's gonna be cold. The next two or 3 days I'm gonna have wet boots. That's the thing about these things. When they get wet, they're tough. And today I'm going in the water again, you know, all day long. So there's absolutely no, even if I wasn't, there's no point putting dry socks on and then putting them in a wet boots. So gonna be that way for a little while. Takes 2 or 3 days, it seems, to dry the damn things out. One thing about staying at these cabins is, you know, Parks Canada has told me that they don't like it. Leave everything as you found it. Right? Absolutely as you found it. Right? Don't want to disrespect or anything the parks. I've only stayed at a cabin twice. This is one. There's no campground anywhere nearby. Plus, I'd say that the parks come out here once a year for those cameras. That's it. The other time was on the North Boundary Trail because I had been told that the normal campground is prone to flooding, so I decided not to chance that. But yeah, you know, I tell you to come out here, find this cabin, you know, be respectful, leave it exactly as is, and right, we'll be able to appreciate it for years to come, hopefully. Otherwise, you know, Parks Canada could put like some big giant fine on finding people at one of their cabins, right? I don't want that. I know I've taken a lot of footage of this morning, but how can you resist, right? It's such an amazing spot. It's time to leave, though. 70 kilometers to the car. Start with the hardest 14 today. Right through all the water. More nice shots. This is where I was yesterday when I stumbled onto this trail and crashing through here. One of my happiest moments I've ever had on a backpack. Now I get to use this trail until it runs out. Should make things, well, hopefully the next kilometer or two much easier. Wow. You can see that glacier even a little better from back here. I got a different viewpoint than I did yesterday. Yesterday I was crashing through over there along the creek. So this is kind of on the other side of the little rise, right? Oh, this is awesome. Well, the last time the trail was any good to me was back there in those trees. Then I went into these deep willow and I lost it in 5 minutes. The trail doesn't do you any good in this deep willow anyway, right? Who cares? There's a little trench in the ground. You're trashing through the willow. This stuff is up to my waist, so hasn't been very fun crossing all this crap, right? So yeah. Here's a little something. So, I don't know. The trail might go down there through some of those trees. There's more willows. But I could also just as easily cross this. I don't know if it'll do me any good anyway. But hey, there's a great shot of that valley. All right. I'm unsure if this is Sawtooth. Oh, look at it. You know what? That's got to be Sawtooth. I thought that was it yesterday. But yeah, I mean, look at this guy. Sawtooth. Yeah, that makes more sense. Well, a 1.4 from the cabin. Started out as like a perfect day, you know, just light overcast, but it looks like it could definitely turn on me. I could get rained on today. But I have been super fortunate with the weather, so I will say absolutely nothing about that, right? If it rains, it rains.
It's not all crap. There's some over there that's okay, but yeah. Well, this is the essence of working your way down a valley with no trail. Sometimes it's easy, you find nice open areas. Sometimes I'm happy to walk on the rocks by the river, but ultimately you get forced to either do a little bushwhack to get around some section or cross like repeatedly. So it is much softer in here, and it's not that bad as far as openness. So, you know, take the risk of getting closed off by the forest, but right now it's working out okay. Man, look at this. And on top of that, today is slightly downhill as opposed to yesterday. It was slightly uphill the whole way. It does make a bit of a difference. Got a bird here. Yesterday he was doing this too. They just cheep at you and follow you for a while. It's just started. I'm gonna keep track. I want to see how long they do it, because I think it's like 2 kilometers. They're relentless. It is cheap and cheap and cheap. Anyway. Oh boy, here comes the thunder. You gotta love green hillsides, man. This one actually has greenery right at the top. Well, when you do your homework, it pays off. I had marked over here somewhere where I lost the trail last, right? One of the times I had the trail. I started coming over here, I found something, seemed like a trail, and then I found a blaze, and then I found a trap hooked into a tree. So what trappers do, like if there was a trapper's cabin around here somewhere, what they do is they go hide their traps, because, you know, people will go and like take them, and, you know, anti-trappers, they will go and do stuff. And all these kind of things sticking out here are very unnatural looking, right? So they got driven in there, or they were just carved out of branches. So I think this is a spot where a trapper kept all his traps, right? And then we have the leftover foundation of something. So maybe this is actually a trapper's cabin here. These are big old nails sticking right up. Wood here. Can't really find anything else. I don't think this log is anything. No, it's just a log. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Neat thing, this trap is never going anywhere. It's been eaten by the tree. You can't get it out, not unless you bring some proper tools. And why would you, right? Just leave it. It's kind of neat. Pretty cool thing. Decided to wander around a little bit. I backtracked down the trail. Little clearing, and we got a can of something. It says honey. What else? All right, I'm going to disturb you. Big letters, honey. M-N Empress. And there's like a bee. Cool. All right, well, I'm leaving you as I found you as best I can. That's a relic of an old time. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of trapper's cap in there. I mean, I'm just finding little things, right? The trail is about 10, 15 feet that way. Here's a tree that's been hacked down by an axe in the old days. And, you know, I'm just finding like blazes for no reason, just old blazes and stuff. Just little subtle signs of human. Well, it sprinkled on me a little while. I haven't heard any thunder in a while. And now the sun's starting to peek out. I'm having so much good luck. I figured after North Boundary Trail, having a little good luck on that one, I'd have like, 12 days out of 16 with some rain, but I'm gonna get hit by a meteor on the way home. I mean, good God. Well, I finally got lax on bear calling because our first wildlife on day 12. Oh, wow. That was sudden. Oh, stopping to take another look. I got you even in the shot? Yeah, I do. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're just a young little thing. Horns, but they're so small. Boing, boing, boing. He stopped again, really? Hey, bear! Oh, really? Come on, my bear calls are supposed to send you running. That's the whole point. Oh, well. The wind is up, but I am truly, truly blessed, man. Oh my God. Now that I'm not like aggressively trying to pound my way up this valley, I can, just really just enjoy it. Like, holy crap. It's just amazing. The only thing about knowing everything is I know I got to get all the way around this guy or I'm done. Now there's the trail camera I found yesterday. So there's 2 trail cameras. One here, one at the cabin. And I was able to hold the trail for about 1.5 kilometers. It actually really helped. I'm not sure how long I'll hold it here, but it doesn't actually matter that much. Just work my way through all this, and crossing number 6 is 1.6 kilometers away. That's the last time I marked off a crossing and gave it a number. After that, I was like, who cares? All right, so it's gonna be crossing number 7. On the way up, I didn't take that. I went all the way up there. Finally, way down there, I crossed. But over there, that's where I got the bug stuck in my ear. So when I get home in the shower, I'm gonna have to flush out my ear real good, just in case there's a leg or a wing still in there. But climb over this, cross again. I got like 5-6 crossings, well, 6 actually in the next half hour. And then I'll go up and around, and I got one more, and then I'm on good trail for the rest of it. I'll have to do a bit of a climb at that point, but hey, it is nice to know exactly what's left and where I gotta go. Okay. Crossings, crossings, crossings. I am through most of them. I've got that draw, and thank God I built a cairn where the trail comes in the other side, and then I got that one more big crossing. Yeah, I have a really hard time, except that I made a cairn, and I actually destroyed bent away some of the willows to make it a little easier too. Oh. All right, last one. I'll get down in here and cross like that. Sweet. Any one of those crossings does not give me pause, all right? But when you've got 7 or 8 in a day, it's like the chances of you going down, they definitely go up, right? Oh. So that's it. I gotta climb. And away from Isaac Creek, I kind of go by that other creek for a while. And then I go down, it's all on a nice trail. I think I'm gonna stop and have soup first.
There's no way to cool off your soup, right? You just kind of build it a little rock ring. Then it won't get swept away.
Kind of cool. A little rainbow around Tarpeian Rock. Well, I arrived back at camp and there was company. So cool. Nice couple. I've been chatting with them ever since. And yeah, I'll probably stay up kind of late tonight. All right, why not? We're having a fire. Pretty cool. So it was officially like 5 days and 3/4 that I went without seeing anyone. For anyone that cares. Only me. Well, I don't think you can see me now, but a couple, when I arrived back here at camp, as I was saying, a couple was here, and we basically stayed up around a fire till nighttime, so that was pretty cool. It was nice to get some chat in. But what an insane couple of days, man. Wow. That was nuts. I'm definitely gonna sleep well tonight. Good night.